Good evening. I'm Donna White. You could just call me Donna, but I go by Donna. It is just such an honor and a privilege to have you all here today and tonight. To see this number is just rewarding to my heart. I have been in public service in Johnston County in a non-elected position for the last 25 years. I'm a nurse, and I started my career here in the Johnston County Health Department and traveled the back roads of Johnston County serving folks in home care, and also had the privilege of being the school health nurse liaison for the Johnston County Health Department for many years. Little did I know that 20 years later, I would be running for the school board. Or not quite 20 years later, about 15 years later, I would be running for the Johnston County School Board. Prior to that, I was on the board for the Johnston League Community Action. I was on the Clayton High School Advisory Board for 11 years as a real advocate for the Clayton school community because that's where I live. I also served on the Clayton Planning Board for 15 years, which again was preparing me to be on the Johnston County School Board, and I didn't even know it. Currently serve on the Board of Adjustment in the Clayton community. In 2004, I was asked by the party to run for the Board of Education, and I'm a mother of two children, two very successful children, and I am now the grandmother of two wonderful granddaughters. So I had a reason to run for the school board when my children were little or teenagers, and then I have even a growing reason to continue running because I now have two granddaughters. What I have learned, first of all, my first 4 years, I was elected in 2004. My first 4 years was a very tough position as an elected official. For many reasons. We had a very different system 8 years ago. But I worked really hard those first 4 years under some very difficult situations. The school board was not transparent. They were not physically conservative. They did not have the same value system that I had. So I worked really hard, and 4 years later in 2008, with the support of this party, I worked really hard to get some candidates that might be interested in helping me do some different things. Dr. Peggy Smith was an icon of mine, an idol of mine at East Clayton Elementary School. And Dr. Peggy and I had talked a lot during those first 4 years. I didn't know Mr. Branch, but he has proven to be very much worth his weight in branches as opposed to limbs. We have got a wonderful, wonderful school board, and it has been an honor to serve with them these last 4 years. Mr. Branch says he brings he brings the physical component of conservation to our school board. And he does, and I appreciate that. This was my palm card in 2008. Everything that I pledged in 2008, I can proudly stand before you now in 2012 and say it has been accomplished. I'm not through. We've got more to do. We've got 44 schools, 33,000 children, 4,500 employees, and we are growing at the seams. We need new facilities. We need to repair some that we've got. So we've got a lot of work to do. But what you've got right now, and this is what I pledged on my card back in 2008, I said I would make sure that our school board was open and transparent. Today I am proud to say that you can go to the Johnston County School Board website and you can see the budget before the commissioners do, unless they go to the website too. Everything we do is on that website. So it's open and transparent. We have Connect Ed, so you get calls about everything that goes on with your children. Parents tell me sometimes we call them too much, but at least they cannot say they don't know. The other thing I promised is that we would work with our elected officials, because the board that I was on from 2004 to 2008 did not work with the other boards in our community. We now have a very close relationship with our county commissioners. Our county commissioners have been aided by the school board to address the debt service in our county. The school board has lost $61 million over the last 4 years, and 21 of that we shared with the county commissioners, because Johnston County was in a bad shape, and we were real smart, we had worked real hard, and we knew if we could help them get rid of that debt service, then we could build some more schools. So we shared with them. And if that's not called good collaborative working together between boards, I don't know what is. The other thing I promised in 2008 is that I would make sure that teachers, parents, administration, staff could openly voice their opinions and their ideas about things without intimidation. I believe the reason I was late tonight, as soon as I left the school board meeting, I had a call from a teacher that was having some problems, not with her classroom, but with her student, with her own personal child. And so for a teacher to be able to call me and talk to me openly and know that they can put their faith and trust in me, that their situation will be addressed, but they will not be intimidated. I'm telling you, from 2004 to 2008, they called me, but they did so with great fear that they would be reprimanded if it was ever found out that they had actually spoken with a school board member. It is not like that today. We have an open, transparent government. We have earned 2 national awards. The Magna Award for our dropout rate, it's come down 9.5% in the last 4 years. Our graduation rate has gone up from 78% to 82.5% in the last 4 years. Our school system has been found recently, just in the last couple of months, we've been given another award of being the most, in North Carolina, being the school system that gets the biggest bang out of the buck. For the money that we put into our students, we have the highest test scores, just efficiency in our system. Those are huge things, huge things. So it has been my pleasure, my honor to work those first 4 years with what used to be called the Donna and Larry team, and it has been an extreme pleasure to work these last 4 years with a great group of school board members, and I hope that we all continue to work together in November. Thank you so much.